A lot of people see this as unlucky, but I want to talk about that and that kind of bad luck that nobody talks about. Isolation is the daily word. Isolation. Yesterday's word was burden. Today's word is isolation. See, that's unlucky. If you get to the point in your life where you have to isolate, that's pretty bad news. But it's still not even the kind of isolation I'm talking about today. It's the kind that's everything's okay externally, but internally you're isolating. That's the real danger. That when you get deep inside yourself and you can't figure out what to do next, um, and it's not even a superstition, right? Friday the 13th is a superstition, but isolation, it's really in your head. It's like um, what you carry around silently that matters. How do you think? How do you act when you're alone with yourself? So the point here is that the real bad luck isn't a date on a calendar. It's carrying life all by yourself. And if this feels like it's you, then this talk is going to help a little bit because I'm going to dive in a little bit to the kind of isolation I'm talking about. Maybe that'll help you better understand a little bit about what being in a crowd and then feeling alone means and how come. But this isn't the kind of isolation where I'm talking about like going in a closet and closing the door. It's not about being alone um, or being unsupported emotionally because the people around you honestly care. But when you think that they're not caring about you, that's when it feels like you're not being supported emotionally. And sometimes it having no place um, to go, like where do you go? Who do you talk to? How do you be honest? And what does honest even mean? So we live our lives thinking that telling the truth is being honest. But see, what's happened for a very long time is that society's made us um, become what it wants us to be. It's not who you were born to be. So we've learned to be this person. And the only way to get out of that feeling, out of that idea, is to do new things and learn new things. And when you isolate, um, it's kind of like when you're being surrounded by everybody else, but you still feel alone inside because you're not comfortable in your own skin. You could be a leader at work or provider at home. You're strong for everyone everywhere, and you're even honest. That we just talked about that. Like honesty isn't what I'm talking about when it comes to isolation. The deep truth is the burden you carry around. But you don't have to be burdened anymore. Uh, and because you have all these big burdens on you, you feel like you have to isolate and that nobody notices you. So you go and you perform. Even the clothes you wear, the way you do your shave, makeup, whatever you're doing. And the biggest problem here is that the world, it rewards men that suffer quietly. It seems like when I suffered the most in my life, I was quiet and I wasn't speaking out. Emotional numbness. I'm in the past. I was very angry. I have short fuse. I disconnect from a lot of things. My resentments build up quietly, and the biggest thing I do is I try to escape. I escape from who I am because sometimes it was disgusting to me back in the day until I learned that I don't have to be that person that society's molded me to be or that I was trained or taught to be by survival techniques. I was out there trying to survive, and it created a man that I wasn't born with. So most men don't fall apart on Friday the 13th, especially, right? Ah, Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th. They fall apart very slowly over time, a little at a time. It's not these big deals. Like, I'm not saying don't be superstitious. What I'm saying is that you're not unlucky. You're not broken. What you are, just like me, is a human. And I put my pants on right foot first. You might do it left foot first, but I'm pretty sure that we share the same idea that we have to pull them down to use the restroom. Mm-hmm. So this is very fixable. These kind of isolation problems are very fixable. Isolation, it's not a flaw. It's like a red flag. It's a signal that we have, which we're blessed to have. Like if you could witness and be present for your isolation, if you can understand that you're isolating on the inside, it's the first step. And then you can go find the tools that'll help you break out. So today's word is isolation, and you're not alone. So we could take one honest step today, not all of them, just one, and be there. Be there for yourself. See, I love the idea that St. Francis came up with. It's a great prayer. It's kind of like if you want to be trustworthy, or if you want to be trusted, you have to be trustworthy. If you want to be loved, you have to love. But I'm also a believer in the idea that if you don't love you first, if you don't trust you first, if you don't unisolate you first, you can't become part of the best version of you that God intended you to be. So with that, I'm out. And I'll see you back here on Sunday for my spiritual live event.